Hi, my name's Peter from Bearing Stocks Australia in rainy Queensland today, Australia. Today we're going to be talking about and trying to fit transmission bearings like these ones here into their housings and the tricks of the trade of how to put them together. So we've got a couple of different housings. We've got the pillar block, we've got another pillar block, a flange mount, and then we've just got the bearings with the different styles of greasing. This particular one has the greasing ring in the bearing itself, whereas these ones have little holes that allow the grease to get in. This particular one has a, get it off, is a cam lock which holds it onto the shaft. Okay, let's get started. So you need a big vise, get your cast iron housing, make sure your filler slots with these here are facing outwards, and then just a matter of fitting the bearing through those filler slots and aligning it. The greasing hole or groove needs to line up with the greasing hole and groove there. This particular bearing has a locating pin. If your bearing has that, just be careful. Make sure the pin goes into the filler slot, and then it's just a matter of turning it like that, getting a bar, and self-aligning it just like that. Okay, so that's that one. If that would be a flange mounted bearing, same story. Put it in with the filler slots to the back. And again, make sure that the greasing groove and the greasing hole line up. Because in this particular case, you can actually align it so it actually is facing the wrong way, and then you won't get grease into the bearing. This particular bearing that we put in first up, this is what they call a tri-ply bearing. You can sort of tell by the bellowing of the shield here compared to, say, this one. There's 3 lips in behind here, which are used in trench diggers, agricultural applications. Makes the bearing very stiff, and that's the telltale sign of a tri-ply bearing. This particular bearing has a collar with it, which locks it onto the shaft. Again, when you're going to put it into the housing, it's just a matter of feeding it in through the filler slots. Oh, this is the wrong one, and lining it up, and then put your collar on. This particular housing doesn't have a groove in it, as you can see, so that's when you need to use a bearing with a groove in it, otherwise you won't get grease into the bearing. Okay, that's all from Bearing Stocks Australia. Happy transmission bearing.